All right, cleaned up, looking a little different than it did yesterday. 97 Chevy 1500 regular cab, long bed, Z71. Very straight, clean truck sitting on an FTS 12-inch lift. 40-inch Boggers. You don't see an OBS truck like this very often with this kind of setup. Most of them have rotted away. This truck is extremely original. $188,000 miles. Christian did not leave the key, but I'll grab it. Original floor mats. They're a little tattered on the edge, but still there. And some wear on the edge of the seat. There's really not much to do here, even though my guy can sew this back together. This is all one piece, so it's not like you can put a little section in right here. So either put a seat cover on it, or we can do a whole butt cushion replacement, but that does have to be ordered. And Daniel can attest that is hard to find. AJ made a good comment yesterday about the paint. These are 99% of the time completely faded out. Like every single Tahoe, Suburban, crew cab, whatever it is, the description usually says paint sucks. The roof paint, the hood paint. Paint's in excellent shape on this truck. And looking at it, I'm gonna say that it is probably all original. Could it have had a fender or a door painted or something? Maybe. We've got a little touch-up skirmish right here. I have ordered the touch-up. That will never disappear, but it will look better. All around the fender wells is super duper solid. Underneath, gray like it's supposed to be. Traction bars, 12-inch FTS lift. The bottom of the cab is excellent, but it is starting to fester a little bit right through the rocker. Very moderate, and you definitely have to kneel down to see it, because looking at it right here, you'll never see it. They can be saved, or they could be replaced. Both sides are basically the same. And again, as soon as you get up to what a 3-year-old would see, you'd never see it. And once you're up here, you'll definitely never see it. We gotta still go over the lift kit through the shop, torque it, tighten it. Brian and Daniel will check that out. But it is all there. Upgraded control arm, upgraded ball joints. 14-inch wide, 15-inch wheels, 15-inch diameter, 14 inches wide on a 3918 Bogger. That is darn sure our favorite combination in the world right here. Matter of fact, my neighbor had a short bed version of this truck that was exactly like this back in the early 90s, I guess, or mid 90s, somewhere in that range. Reminds me of that truck a whole lot. Stocky. He ended up solid axle in his. That could be done to this one too. Tires are probably 70%. Does have a bed cover. Does have very dark tinted windows, including the windshield. So check with your state, as I always say. Got a bed cover. Got a sliding back window. Original Z71 logo. Bed liner. And a air compressor. Pretty cool. Did just notice a little spot right here. When my ding and dent guy comes by tomorrow, he'll actually be able to dress that back like it's supposed to be. But look down the side of this truck. It is straight as an arrow. This was up on a trailer when it came in, and I looked it over thoroughly underneath, but you could also, it was right at your eye level. I could see down the sides of the truck perfectly. And to be as original as this truck is, pretty freaking nice. It does have the upgraded headlights, marker lights, side lights. What a great stance. We did also get the square body here washed up. Both of these trucks are going on the website now, davis4x4.com. 1 ton 87 V3500. And I do need to send some very detailed pictures to a couple customers that have already asked from the video from yesterday. Some repeat customers, actually. And we don't have Christian. We do have Christian in the office. He's checking in vehicles. We don't have AJ. We don't have Tristan. We don't have Calvin. So running a little bit behind. Raymond is staying super busy today. Getting these things loaded, getting videos done. But as I promised you guys, we're going to try to get videos on everything as they come in from here going forward. Also want to point this out. This is where it had a little bit of a clear, that's not rust, a little bit of a clear piece of decal, rock guard. That's just changed colors. It's not rust. These are usually broken. Matter of fact, I broke probably a dozen of these when I was in my OBS era of owning OBS trucks. Matter of fact, the one I had the longest was a maroon one, this same color, and I broke a bunch of those. They're not fun to put in there. But stand back, give you the stance, give you the look. There's the thumbnail, click. Bam. Beautiful truck. Let me see if I can find the keys for you guys and I'll fire it up. It's nothing crazy, it's just a 5.7. It does also have a reinforced differential cover. Somebody's getting some lunch delivery from Chick-fil-A. All right, keys are located. We'll fire this bad boy up. I don't know if you guys have as much trouble with iPhones as we do, and I'm not knocking an iPhone. I do appreciate what they do for us and the technology that they allow us, but I just walked in the office with 20%, walked back out here, now I have 4. I just don't understand. Door lock does work. Doors are in good shape. Typical wear right here. Actually, we used to have a like a skateboard grip tape cut to put right here, but you could also put a piece of wrap if you want to cover that up. These trucks were really famous because you definitely kick that every time you get in and out of it. No funny noises, no extra lights. Second one I gotta do, which is the square body. We'll catch that one next. The exhaust kind of dumps down. It's kind of neat the way they did the exhaust. Oh, that's what the air tank is for. There's some air horns. It does have a hitch under the back, so. Good job on the exhaust. Runs up to a double in, a double out muffler there, so that's pretty cool. Hey, we're getting more stuff today. Dropping off some goodies. And you are missing one of these little, if you ever had one of these trucks, you know those things also, you hit those getting in and out of it, they fall off. But door panel's not all busted up, that's good. These pieces are here. Headliner looks good. Dome light works. Stereo works, I had that on earlier. It's got a couple little billet knobs right there. The glove box isn't broken. The ashtray's not broken. Billet pull handle, that's pretty neat. First time I've seen that. Not bad, but definitely some dark tinted windows, so check your rules, laws. Also check about height. It is tall. It is definitely over width and height for a lot of areas and states, so check that too. But there is your 1997 Chevrolet 1500 Silverado OBS regular cab long bed, FTS 12-inch lift, traction bars, 40-inch boggers, 14-inch wide chrome wheels. And we already had somebody ask, would we sell the tires and wheels? No, we will not. They stay with the truck. And the AC works ice cold. You can see it dripping. And it was feeling really good yesterday when it was about 1,000 degrees and very humid. Also braided brake hoses. Next stop, off-road shop, and then we will call this one good to go. Thanks, guys. Square body next.